Good day, everyone. I am Princess Rilin Manalan, and I will be continuing the Principle 3, 4, and 5 in Remedial Instruction in Speaking, Part 2. So, in Principle 3, speaking is unconscious and physical. So, in remedial instruction emphasizes that fluent speech isn't just a conscious mental process, but a largely automatic skill involving intricate muscle coordination. Effective remediation requires a holistic approach addressing both the unconscious habits and the physical mechanics of speech production. This includes articulation exercises, breath control, and addressing physical limitations to improve fluency and ease of communication. So, here in principle number 3, teach English sounds physical and unconsciously for students to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So this emphasizes the dual nature of speech acquisition. It recognizes that speaking English or any language isn't simply a matter of memorizing vocabulary and grammar rules. It's a complex interplay of physical, actions, and unconscious processes. Therefore, effective instruction must incorporate both physical practice and techniques that foster automatic, fluent speech. So, there are two suggested methods, which is the repeating movements and the having a companion. So in repeating movements, such as tongue and lip exercises, targets the physical aspect developing the necessary muscles, memory, and coordination for accurate pronunciation. And next is the having a companion. On the other hand, facilitates the unconscious learning process. Through interaction and practice with a partner, students gradually internalize the sounds and patterns of English, allowing for more natural and fluent speech. This approach acknowledges that much of our speech is automatic and habitual, and effective learning often involves unconscious assimilation of linguistic patterns. So the unlearn and relearn aspect highlights the alternative nature of language acquisition. Students may need to correct previously learned incorrect pronunciations or habits before achieving fluency. So this principle thus promotes a comprehensive and dynamic approach to language learning, encompassing both the physical and the cognitive dimension of speech. Next is the principle number 4. Awareness leads to consciousness, which leads to change. So, this principle suggests that becoming aware to a problem area needing improvement or awareness leads to a deeper understanding and conscious recognition of the issue, which then motivates and enables positive change. It highlights the importance of self reflection and mindful attention as crucial steps towards personal growth or skill development. So here in principle number 4 states that when students are able to hear the sounds and understand the strategies and tools, they are able to take charge of their own learning. So this principle emphasizes the importance of students' agency in learning. Students who understand the sound of the language and have the tools and strategies to use will be better equipped to direct their own learning process, becoming more independent and effective learners. Next is the principle number 5. Practice makes perfect. So this is a common proverb emphasizing the importance of consistent effort and repetition in achieving mastery of a skill. In the context of language learning, it highlights the need for regular practice in speaking to improve fluency and accuracy. Principle number 5 states that be the students' trainers and keep them working on the sounds even after moving on the other things in class. If we taught our students a system, taught them specific skill sets, and gave targeted homework practice, our students would be able to help themselves. Students will have very specific methods to perform. So this principle advocates for a coaching approach to teaching where the instructor provides students with the tools and systems to practice independently and monitor their own progress. The focus in equipping students with the self-directed learning strategies for sustained improvement even outside of a formal classroom instruction. So that will be all for my part in the reporting, and Mr. Joe Redentor Togo will continue the report. Thank you.